There comes a moment, a quiet, unexpected moment, when you realize you are not the hero in someone else's story. You are the reason they built walls. You are the memory they still try to forget. You are the lesson that hurt them enough to grow. And that realization, it changes something deep inside you. We spend so much of our lives believing we're the good ones, that because we meant well, we couldn't possibly have been the villain. But sometimes, intentions don't protect you from the truth. Sometimes your silence hurts more than your words ever could. Sometimes your absence cuts deeper than your presence ever did. And sometimes, you were just too lost in your own pain to notice the pain you caused. Maybe it was that friend who needed you, but you were too consumed by your own chaos to see it. Maybe it was that person who loved you, but you pushed them away again and again until one day they stopped trying. And when they left, you told yourself they were the problem, that they were too emotional, too needy, too much. But with time, you start to see it differently. You start to see you were the one who didn't know how to stay. You were the storm they were trying to survive. It's hard, isn't it? To accept that someone out there remembers you, not as a blessing, but as a wound. That in their version of the story, you weren't misunderstood. You were careless. You were cold. You were the reason they stopped trusting people so easily. And maybe you didn't mean to be, but meaning doesn't erase impact. Sometimes, protection looks a lot like destruction. From the other side, we like to think healing makes us the hero. That growth rewrites the past. But healing doesn't erase the pain you've caused. It only makes you see it more clearly. You start to remember the moments you should have listened, the words you shouldn't have said, the love you didn't handle with care. And suddenly, every flashback hits different. Not from your eyes, but from theirs. You start to wonder how many hearts you hurt while trying to fix your own, how many people you made feel small while trying to feel enough. And that's when it hits you. We are all villains in someone's story, not because we're bad, but because we're human. Because sometimes we love in clumsy ways, sometimes we hold on too tight, sometimes we walk away too soon. And maybe that's the hardest truth to live with, that you can mean well and still cause pain, that you can be kind and still leave scars, that you can be healing and still be someone's trigger. But there's something sacred in realizing that. Because awareness is where redemption begins. So what do you do when you realize you were the villain? You don't drown in guilt. You don't rewrite the story to make yourself the victim. You learn. You take responsibility, not to punish yourself, but to become better. You forgive the version of you that didn't know better. And you promise to show up differently next time. Because redemption isn't found in perfection. It's found in awareness, in the quiet choice to never repeat the same hurt again. Maybe they'll never forgive you. Maybe they'll never even say your name again. And that's okay. Their healing isn't your story anymore. Your chapter in their life has ended, but yours continues. Carry the lesson, not the guilt. Let remorse become wisdom. Let regret become direction. Because one day you'll meet someone new, and you'll love better. You'll listen deeper. You'll care louder. And that's how the villain becomes human again. We are all someone's villain. But if we can face that truth with honesty, we might finally become someone's peace.